Yes, sir. It's that cool country cracker week. I just jumped out the porch with dirty glove bastard. Free Lil D.
We used to be down by 10. Not check the scope, but I knew I was destined to win. It's a whole bunch of losses I took on the chin. I just had to remember that.
All right, so we got the one and only Jayy Wick jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having us, bro, for sure.
Nah, absolutely, man. I appreciate you pulling up on us too, man.
For sure. Yeah, yes, sir.
So how you feeling today too, man?
It's another day, bro. You know, I look at every day like, new opportunity, bro. I'm blessed to be here. We're in a way better position than we was in a couple months ago. So,
absolutely,
we're just happy to be here.
Nah, for sure, man. And if you could, how would you describe like these last 5 months for you, man?
Bro, it's been especially the last like 5 is crazy because 5 is the very beginning. Like 5 months ago, I was working a job. You feel me? So like in 5 months, I went from 9 to 5 to I have a payroll now. Like I pay people. So you know, it's been a crazy transition, bro. I went from 600 followers to 500,000. I went from doing 5,000, 10,000 views to multiple videos with millions of views. So it's a crazy feeling, bro. It's crazy.
Man. Was this something you foreseen, or was it like something you were manifesting?
I tell people like I always knew, you feel me, that like the music would be, and like that I had this gift, and like I always had people tell me like, even whenever I wasn't rapping, they'd be like, "Don't stop rapping, bro. Like don't stop what you're doing." So like, I always kind of knew, but having the idea in your head and then actually living it in real life is a totally different ball game.
What's been one of the biggest adjustments you had to make these past 5 months with the fame and attention and everything that you've been getting, man?
It's a lot, bro. To be real with you, cause like I be around a lot of folks, but like I'm really like I don't like people. Like I'm really anti-social. Like my folks is my folks. You'll see me with 20, 30 people, but you're gonna see me with the same 20, 30 people every time. Like I don't really like new folks. I don't really like, so like all this strangers running up to me asking for pictures and autographs and hey, just random conversation, it's all new to me. So, it's definitely an adjustment. And then on top of that, like before even with the rap, before the rap, like my main mission in life was, I'm a father. So like it's definitely pulled away from a little bit of the time that I've had with my son. And I tell people all the time, like I've gained a lot and I've lost a lot in a very short amount of time. So it's good and bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just all about finding that balance between the two.
You go crazy.
Yep.
I talked to T.I. about it whenever I went to the studio with him, and I told him I was like, I'm having a big problem with balancing Jayy Wick and Justin. And like, trying to find the benefit. And he told me, he was like, I had the same problem. He was like, so I had to remind myself that like, it's certain stuff that T.I. does that benefits Tip, and there's certain stuff, Tip does that benefits T.I. And, since I started looking at it like that, like, what can Jayy Wick do for Justin? What can Justin do for Jayy Wick? It's been, it's been a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, and just that's a blessing in itself to get that type of advice from someone from T.I. who's been in this for 25 years.
Shout out to T.I., man. He gonna give you like. I always tell him, like the people that haven't met him, like he's the exact same person that you see on camera, like the exact same. He gonna give you the game. He got the real knowledge. So yeah, shout out to bro.
No, for sure, man. And man, go ahead and shout out your people sitting up there with you, man.
Yeah, man, these are all the bros, man. I got everything up here, man. Rappers, artists, clothes, designers, man. This is really like the home team. My folks came all the way back home. We really beat up 75 to death. We run 75 down, man. So yeah, these are all the bros, man. Shit, y'all folks say what's up. Y'all folks say, come on, man. It's our fault. We got a lot of birthdays this month. It's my birthday this month, bro birthday this month. Long live Destiny. It's our sister birthday this month. So Kent birthday tomorrow. So yeah, man, we just up here enjoying it. We really like that country shit's real. Like whenever I say that, like we really came from like gas stations, couple red lights, local drug dealers and the police fucking with you. Like there's not much down there. So like, whenever I get a chance to bring some of the people up here that ain't never seen shit, like I know that we ain't never seen shit, they be like, that's why you always so deep in Atlanta? Shit, cause like, it damn near feel like my responsibility to like, be like, hey man, like it's way more than Americus, Georgia. It's way more than Cordell, Georgia. Let me show you. Cause now I have the opportunity to show folks. So yeah, that's why I'm always so deep. My manager be on my ass. Why is you always so deep? That's why.
And I understand, like you building your team in-house too. You're not just grabbing industry people, man. You coming up with your people.
I don't like people. I don't trust people. Like to bring new people around is like, Not really in my forte. Especially whenever I got people with the talent, I got people with the image, like I got people that like, that I know the loyalty's there, like why would I try to outsource?
Yep. All right, so man, let's go ahead and just dive into the story, man. So I understand you were born in Florida. Can you tell us the story how you ended up in Georgia then?
Yeah, so I was a product of the adoption system. And so, you know, I was put into the adoption system when I was like 3 days old. I was adopted at like 3 weeks. I was adopted at 3 months, and then kind of went foster home to foster home. My finalized adoption was I was like damn near 4. Whenever like I finally like signed off the papers and everything, and we moved to Georgia when I was like probably like 6, 7. We stayed in Tampa, we stayed in Vero Beach, like all around, and then by the time I was about 6, 7, we moved to Georgia. We moved to Cordele, Georgia, and I was there till I graduated high school.
Oh, for real? Okay. Do you have any type of relationship with your biological parents then, or?
Not really. Like I know my biological mother. I got 2 biological sisters that, you know, I try to stay in touch with, but you know, that's family shit. And then I don't know my biological father.
Okay. Were you seeking answers from your mom? Like, why?
I mean, like at a point, yeah, but like, you know, you kind of, as a man, you know, it gets to a point where like you kind of like, okay, I'm done looking for answers, especially like whenever they're hard to get. I'm not gonna beg nobody for nothing, and like even her. So it come down to the thing, like I got to a point where I just didn't care, you know, like my adopted pops did such a good, cause like him and my adopted mother divorced when I was like 11.
Okay.
So like I moved out of his house when I was 16, just turned 16. So like from 11 to 16, he raised me all by himself, and you know, he really did such a good job that, you know, I never really cared. Like that was my family.
Yeah. Now shout out to them for stepping up and everything too, man.
For sure.
Yeah. So South Georgia, bro. You got to talk to us about the culture, man. What really be going on down there, bro?
Man, it really a whole lot of nothing. Like it's really slow motion. Like folks, the regular folks go to work, wake up, go to work, go home, take care of your kids. Like it's really like everywhere else, just slow down. Like ain't too many big businesses. You got your size of town. Everybody, you know, really stay where they from, and it's really, but like really and truly, like that's where the heart at, bro. Like I catch so much hell because it's always like, damn, what y'all want to do that we can go home. Like that's just how it's, you know, that's just one of them. It's one of them feelings. Like ain't no place like home. That shit is, no matter how good, how bad it be. It's just, you know, we've always been in the mindset of I want to be able to make it out of here, build something for myself, and then I can come back and kind of do how I want to do.
Yeah, and I was watching one of your other interviews, and you said you was the only white person in your neighborhood, right?
Yeah, in Cordele, hell yeah. I grew up on, like, I ain't gonna say grew up, I wasn't born, but like I said, from the time I was about 8 to fucking 16, I lived on the east side of Cordele, and like I was the only white boy on my bus stop. I was the only white boy in my neighborhood. It might have been one other one that came, but like, man, it's really like, everybody tell you, like, we been around.
And did you realize at the time, like, this isn't normal? Or did you like?
Nah, like, it was really just like everyday life. Like, you know, it was completely normal to me. Like, shit, I had friends out there, you know, folks, mama and them treated me like, you know, I was their son. Like, I was staying at folks' house eating damn dinner, and like, really and truly, like, until, you know, the world makes shit obvious. But like, in my heart, like, I never really sat around and thought, like, damn, I'm the only one in here to look like this.
Yeah.
Like that ain't never been the type of stuff to cross my mind.
And when would you say you jumped off the porch? How were you at the time?
Shit, it was probably like, we was fucking off like 14, 13, just like, you know, we started running around. Like I said, my adopted parents divorced when I was 11. My dad probably had like another year where like he tried to, you know, keep a grip on me. That shit was over with. He started letting me walk from the apartment. I live right here in this apartment complex, like 2 other apartment complexes. Then you had the projects, then like a quarter mile down the road, you had the basketball court. So like I had to walk from my apartment complex through the projects to the court to go play basketball. So he got to the point where he started letting me walk by myself, and then shit, I'd start coming home with 4 or 5 of my homeboys, and then he'd be like, oh shit, you know, you out here with people now, so like you can stay out later, and then, you know, got to the point where I didn't come home, and then I told you, like, I moved out. I was 15. Like, it was like a month before my 16th birthday. I moved out. Like, I didn't get kicked out. Like, I told her, I'm finna move out. And like, that's exactly how that shit went.
Where'd you move to? Just like, with your friends and all that, or?
South Carolina.
Okay.
I was with a girl at the time. Like, I had a family that was in a position to be able to move around. And my dad looked at it like, boy, I'm finna get him out of Cordelia. Like, he wanna go, I'm gonna let him go. And so, I went up there for like a year, fucked off up there. And then you know how young relationships go. Shit, came dead right home. But I came right home and still had too much pride to go back to my dad's house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I never went back home. I never went back home. I slept on couches. One of my people let me use a room like my senior year. One of my homeboys looked out for me, basically let me live with him the whole year, sent me to school, let me drive his truck to school, like all that shit. And it's like, God's always put me around the right people. So I let it go, but yeah, I had way too much pride to go back home.
Shoot. And what'd you do after high school? Did you get a job to go to college, or what were you doing at the time?
I went to college, so like, it was, and nobody in my family ever went to like a university. So I was in the mindset like I just want to be able to say I did it. So I went, and then college lifestyle, partying, smoking every day, all that, girls, stopped going to class, ended up dropping out, and then like I got a job right there in the same time that I went to college in, and then met some folks at the job. He looked at me one day, he said, bro, let me just, he figured out I could rap. I started rapping at the job that I was working at. And he was like, bro, let me take you to the hood. Took me to the hood, and this like 9 years later.
Shoot.
Yeah.
What type of jobs were you working back then?
I did everything, bro. I served tables, I bartended, I did construction, I did electrical work. I did literally whatever I get paid for. I did dirt work. I drove fucking bulldozers, excavators, whatever I could do to get paid. And in 2023, I had my little boy, and that was like a whole new kick in the ass. Like, hey, okay, it ain't really too many options now. I'm just sitting here, and so that just amplified it. And I would do anything. I'd get off work. And then go do little side jobs, whatever I could do, literally whatever.
So how has being a father changed your life these past, 3-4 years now?
Oh yeah, he'll be 3 in September. And I mean, like I said, bro, it puts a whole new spark in you. It's a real motivation to like. It was days like between being lazy and depression and just not having the right mindset. Like I wouldn't get out of bed till like 4-5 o'clock. Didn't have no money coming in. Didn't have no hustle going. Like I'd make enough money to get by wherever I was staying and feed myself and smoke, and like that was it. Like I said, I had my little boy. It just went to. It was like a whole new energy, and like plus on top of that, like it gives you a whole new reason as a person. Like. It be real days where like I said, I have to make myself get out the bed, and like one of the things that makes me get out the bed is I can look at the phone and see a picture of my little boy and be like, all right, come on, we got shit to do. Cause like I know at the end of the day, I brought him here, he didn't ask to be here, and there's gonna be a time period whenever he's here without me. And like, whenever that time comes, I want him to know, one, like my pops cared about me, and two, like my pops handled every bit of business he needed to left me in a good position to do what I need to do.
Nah, real shit. And I'm sure, being adopted yourself, that probably made you want to go even harder too.
So yeah. Because I had folks that, had a real obligation from God to, do what they were supposed to do as parents, and didn't do that. So, I know how that feels. Like I be, whether me and my baby mama together or not, whatever the circumstance may be, like my son will not be impacted by that on like a level of going without, as long as I can have control of the situation.
Not real shit, man. Yeah. All right, so how far into rapping did you realize, man, I'm pretty nice with this shit. I'm pretty cold with this shit.
I mean, like, I've been told that, like, really from the get-go. Like, whenever I started showing people, like, I started really young. So, of course, it was like periods where, it was pretty cringy and, all that. I was really getting it, but, like, even like you look past all the young childish, like the shit that I was saying, still at the time to be that young, folks would still point back and be like, bro, I knew since you was 14 that you was gonna do something with this shit. And but like really and truly, whenever it really hit for me that it was like you could really do this, it was like 2018. I did the right after I graduated, I did that Little Baby, did the Emotionally Scarred.
Okay,
And
you just recently reposted that, yeah.
I did that in the back of that car, and it did damn near like 1 million views on Facebook.
Oh shit.
And so whenever I seen that, I was like, oh, like okay, that's how I met my manager. And, you know, that's how I have a lot of the relationships that I have. Now, a lot of people know me from that video, and so yeah, for that to have that reaction that it had, and that really kind of stamped it like where I was from. Like people knew from then on out, anytime I posted a video, they was gonna watch. They was like, we want to see what else he got to say.
So let me ask you, what's that journey been like since 2018 when that video goes freestyle? Up until 5 months ago when you go, you know, get signed and everything, man.
Shit, I felt like I lived a whole life between then. Like I said, man, between that video and now, I went to school. I dropped out of school. I was homeless. I worked a job while I was homeless. I got a house. I lost a house. I had relationships that worked, didn't work. Got with my baby mama. Had a baby. Got engaged. Didn't get married. Like. You know, just shit, a lot. It's been like, that's years and years of like, happy moments, sad moments, moments that, you know, I thought I wasn't gonna make it to tomorrow, moments where like I couldn't wait to get to tomorrow, and shit, I felt everything between that period of time. And you know, then to get to like, it's damn near like we found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Ooh, boy.
What kept you rapping and making music during those downtimes, man?
There's a lot of times I didn't. It'd be 6 month periods, 8 month periods where like I wouldn't look at a microphone, I wouldn't listen to no instrumentals, I wouldn't care. Like I'm a real in my head person. And whenever I get in my head, like I'll stay in that motherfucker. And like whenever I isolate myself, I won't do nothing. And like between that Little Baby video and 5 months ago, I was in my head a lot. And there was an ass load of periods where like I didn't care about music. People would be telling me, home was in the feds is texting me talking about like, bro, I hope you're still doing music. Like you got to keep rapping. Like I hope you still do it. And like I ain't thought about a song in 6 months. But then like there was other times where like I'd get back into it and like it'd be automatic positive attraction and like positive reactions from whenever I posted. And then on top of that, like I always looked at it as like I'm a father. I have a little boy. I have a real example to lead. And I was busting my ass at work, like working hand-on jobs, middle of the summer, 60, 70-hour weeks, to barely get by. And so like in my eyes as a father, I damn near look like a failure. Cause like, you know, you shout out to every father that is, you know, really going to work every single day and doing what the fuck you got to do, putting your pride to the side and providing for your family, boy. I know exactly how that shit feel. But like every man has that in their heart to like, well, I want to do more. I can do more for my family. And you know, I always looked at it as too is I would never be able to tell my son to chase his dreams or to not give up on something, or to like, if he wanted to quit a football team, I gotta let him quit the fucking football team. Cause he know that his daddy used to rap, and he gonna be like, boy, you really were hard and you didn't do nothing. And I kind of looked at it as like, you know, I refuse to be a hypocrite, and especially to my little boy. And so I really, that's really the mindset that I went into right before I did Pork Chop Sammich, was like, bro, like, you could really take this shit serious for 6 months and change your life. And it took 2.
It took 2.
3. Like, once I really said, let's do this for real, and put it in my head that like, I had that mindset about my little boy, like, yeah, it took 2-3 months.
True.
A lot of long nights, a lot of still going to work, a lot of saving paychecks, a lot of praying, and some crying. Like, it took a lot. It took a hell of a lot. But like, it happened. So like, I ain't got no complaints. You know, I tell the bros all the time, you hear me complaining too much, slap the shit out of me. Cause like, man, where we just came from, like I ain't got no right to be complaining. I ain't got no right at all.
Not real shit, man. So what was the inspiration for Pork Chop Sammich, like when you made that song? Did you write it? Did you punch in? Like
I wrote it. I never punched in a song until after I signed. And that just came by force of, them making you damn near. But man, I tell people all the time, before Pork Chop Sammich, I made like real intellectual music. I talked about my feelings, like what I'm thinking, like music was always like therapy for me. It was always like an escape. So like I never really cared about too much of the views or like talking about shit that I didn't do, shit that I didn't have, or shit that I didn't feel. Like that was never me. And shit, one of my homeboys hit me up one time. He was like, "Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. You hard as hell." He was like, "But you got to have fun with this shit." He was like, "You got to figure out how to have fun with it." He was like, "You got to tell them who the hell you is and really show them like where the fuck we come from." As soon as he said that, I just started writing. I found the beat, and I started writing, and it was just kind of one of them things that just came out. And I got like, I think it's like 6-8 bars into the song, and I said, I'm sitting there, my baby mama's sitting outside, I'm writing, playing the beat, and I just go, "I'm from the country. We putting hot sauce on a pork chop sandwich." And I just kind of laughed, and she kind of laughed, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's hard." And I put that shit on there, and that shit, I had no idea that one bar damn near changed my whole life.
when you get done with the song, do you realize what you're sitting on, or?
Nah, hell no, I didn't want to drop it. What mic? I'm gonna give credit to my cameraman where it's due. It's my little boy's birthday. I took him to the aquarium up here in Atlanta, and I got a nice hotel, nice balcony, everything. And we stayed up here. We went to the aquarium. We came back, and I realized I wasn't tired. I was up. I called Mike. I was like, "Hey, my boy, like, let's shoot a mic drop or something. Like, I ain't dropped no visuals in forever. Like, let's just shoot a mic drop. I don't know what song I'm gonna do. I don't know. We got the backdrop of Atlanta. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just pull up." He was like, "All right, I'm on the way." And he pulled up on me. And as he makes it I make it down to the lobby, and I walk out the way he's pulling in the valet, and he's just blaring Pork Chop Sammich. I'm talking about, he got it as loud as the car audio go, everybody in there just looking, and he just cheesing from ear to ear, talking about, "Bro, we got to do this one. We got to do this one." I was like, "Bro, you sure?" Like, I really wanted to do this. And he was like, "Nah, bro." He was like, "We got to do this one." And we went up there, shot it. The mic drop did like 20,000, 30,000 on like Facebook and shit like that, and it was an instant, like, we got to shoot a video. We did the video, and it went through the roof.
Yeah, and talk about that music video. I don't know whose idea it was for the flamethrower or whatever, but I feel like that really set it off, man.
Shout out to my old boss man at Finley Construction, my boy Rodney, man. He all that land that we use, the skid steer that you seen pushing the flames, the flamethrower, all that was his. And it was really just, I was working for him at the time, building metal buildings. And we just I kind of told him, I was like, "Bro, I want to shoot a video. We did a scene in the hood. I just want to be able to do something totally different." And I was like, "I just really want to do some out here fucking off. Let me hold your ATV for a minute. Let me do whatever." And he was like, "Use whatever you want." And then we get out there and go to film, and he's like, "Do this, use this." And he's like, "Hold up." He goes inside, brings out the flamethrower. He's like, "You want to start a fire?" Because we had just all them damn trees and everything that was behind me. There used to be all damn pine trees, and we cleared all that probably like the past month before the video. So we stacked up all these damn big ass piles of trees. We was waiting to burn them, and he was like, "Shit, let's light the piles." And I was like, "Well, come on, let's do it." And sure enough, we ended up starting the damn unnecessary fire. Had to put that shit out. He done drove the skid steer through the fire trying to push it all up. He done burnt up the damn hydraulic hoses in the skid steer. It was like $6,000 worth of damage. He ain't blink an eye. He ain't care. I'm talking about, he was like, "Bro, like," he was like, "It'd be all right." He was like, "As long as you have fun." He's like, "As long as we got a good video." His exact words were, "This shit better go viral." Crazy words, my boy. Crazy.
And does the music video take off like first day, second day? Like how soon?
It starts going like it does its thing, but like really, I think it was probably like a couple, like a weekend, three to 5 days in, Instagram really got a hold of it, and like, it started running, and we posted one reel, and I had a reel do like, it's at like 5 million right now on my page, and everybody was, all the comments, I just came here from Instagram, and then Cam Scatterboo, shout out Giants running back, he was the first real celebrity to like actually show me love. You know, he went to reposting it. He said he was on his stream talking about, I'm putting hot sauce on the pork chop sandwich, and then all my comments started saying, I'm here because of scat, and probably in that 3-5 day time span, I probably went 600 to like 100,000 followers in like the first week and a half, and it was crazy. I was getting followed, you know, celebrities left and right that, you know, the folks that I'm used to watching, and now like I'm like, oh damn, I liked your reel, followed you. It's crazy. Were you putting any money behind it, like ads or anything, or was it just all organically just going? Zero paid promotion. Like we did. What was the budget? Like $250. I paid him. Like I think like everything like we did the hood, and like we did pork chops, didn't we? It's like we paid for the food. We did 100 pork chops, and like that's really all that we paid for the whole time.
Shit. And how soon after all the labels start reaching out to you?
2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is overnight. Yeah, really once Cam got ahead of it, I'd say in total probably like 3-4 weeks.
Oh wow, shoot. And I'm sure during this time you're still working a regular job, eh?
Yeah.
What was that like, going to work knowing you got this viral video?
We're literally at work talking about it. I'm like, I'm just letting you know, boss man, I might not come back to work next week. And we sitting up there. I'm on the Zoom call, the very first Zoom call I had with Empire. I'm on the Zoom call outside his house. I just got out the work truck. And they're like, hey, are you good at 4 o'clock? And I'm like, yep, we're gonna be pulling in the yard. I'm like, just go ahead and call me. And I stood right out there in his yard and had the whole first Zoom call with Empire. And so, but he was always real supportive of it. And like, you know, but it was definitely one of them things like, ain't no way in hell I gotta get up and go put damn screws in this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going viral right now. But it was always a humble moment, you know, like you got to, no matter what, cause like I'm a big believer in don't count your eggs for the hatch. Yeah. You know, I feel like you also give your blessings away like that, talking too much, anything like that. So I was in a real moment. I was like, let me just sit back and see what happens. And sure enough, God did his thing.
And what was it about Empire's deal that made more sense to you than what everyone else was talking?
I mean, one, just really like, I'm big on like people and, you know, energy, hospitality, all that. Like the way that they treated us, the way that not only me, but like my whole team, the way that they were punctual with like drivers and places to stay and everything. We didn't have to lift a finger. And then on the deal side, it was, without saying too much, it's just the one that made sense. You know, like we really sat down and looked at everything, and it was like there was really no questions on like where we wanted to go. And it was really one of them, like we did our tour, we did our meeting, they heard the music, I was supposed to go home, we missed our flight. And I called guys, I said, hey, I missed my flight. We got another flight, it's like 12 hours later. I'm not trying to sit at the airport for 12 hours. So he sent me a driver, picked up me and my whole team. He was like, just use the driver for the day, go wherever you want to go. So we done went, got food, we done went to the dispensary, we done went to Target. While we're at Target, he calls my manager, and he's like, I don't want y'all to go home until we figure something out. And she was like, shit, let's figure it out. And long story short, that's what happened.
You signed before you got back on the plane?
I signed the day before Thanksgiving. Sure. I flew home on Thanksgiving Day.
Did you quit the next day?
Boss man knew it was over with 4 days before that. Cause like what was cool was like, I left this house on a Thursday. I told him, I was like, look, I'm gonna come Friday, I'm gonna work a half a day, and then I got to go to Atlanta. because I had a meeting with LVRN up here in Atlanta. So I was like, I got to be up there to talk to them Friday night. So I worked, got right, went to Atlanta, left there, and was supposed to leave them and go straight back to my house. I stayed an extra night in Atlanta, and then the next morning, the next afternoon, we was on a plane going to Miami to talk to small labels. And then I was supposed to leave Miami and go home, and then we was on a plane going to California to talk to Empire. So one of them. And then like, if it didn't go the way that it was gonna go, that it went with Empire, we was gonna be on a plane going to New York. So you know, it was one of them like. It was just all. It was a lot to take in. It was a blessing. We left with what? How many clothes you had whenever we left Atlanta? What was on your back? I had with the clothes that I was on, bro. I had the clothes they had on, and I had a toothbrush. I bought deodorant whenever I landed. It was real. Every day or two, like I reroute, however we had to reroute, go to the store, buy a new outfit. Wear that. Man, we buying each other outfits. So, cause like, in our head, we at a point where like, I know this shit. I'm not going home till I sign with somebody. We going to all these labels. We finna sign with somebody, I promise you. And it was really just one of them like, hey, whoever wants me, like, I got to be able to do music full time. And I got to be able to look out for the bros. And like, have a real team, I have my team. And like, Empire made all that shit possible.
Did it sink in like as soon as you signed, or did it take a couple days for everything to sink in? Like, damn, I ain't gotta work no more, man.
I mean, on the work aspect, that one took a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was probably a week or two. Like whenever we was coming home, I'd be like, we'd be out or something. I'd be like, damn, I got work in the morning, and I'd be like, what the hell you don't? Like, that's not happening no more. And so it was definitely a crazy feeling. But like, as far as it all like sinking in, like they still tell me, they be like to this day, they be like, I don't think it's hit you yet. And like, I just always resort back to, I knew I was supposed to do this. Like the rooms that I'm in is cause like, I knew that one day God would put me in these rooms, and like now I'm here. So like, I already know how to carry myself.
And I'm sure every day your schedule's got something on there with music. You know what I'm saying? Like
we're doing a lot of running around. It's always busy. Folks is always calling. My poor Keema don't never get a break, ever. She told me I got to start paying her the phone bill because that motherfucker is jumping. So, but no, it's a blessing, you know. To be booked is to be paid. So you know, and then right now that's what's paying the bills. That's what's making all this possible. So. We're not gonna complain about no. If we got to go, we coming. You got the money, we pulling up.
Yep. And then we follow up with All Flats. So anyone that wanted to say you was a one-hit wonder or anything like that, we put that shit to bed right away.
Yeah, go ahead and get them out the way. All Flats was funny. All Flats was I deeply trust my manager's gut, you know, how she feels and what she believes. That's why I got her around. She wasn't a huge fan of All Flats, and I was just kind of, I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn, and I was just kind of in my mindset of like, I want to drop this song. I was like, this is it. This is the next song I need to follow up with. Just trust me. I already know how we're gonna do the music video. Just let us do it. And one day, her and the label was kind of like, you know what? Do your thing. And they kind of gave us the freedom. We orchestrated the music video, and we did 1 million+ views in the first 2 weeks. So, you know, and that was just once again off organic, like showing where we're from and the type of shit we like to do.
And now you're in a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, right?
Crazy
What
works.
the fuck?
Crazy works. I still scratch my head about that one. I won't lie to you, cause like it's you know. It's like, to already do the music's one crazy thing. Then to turn around and be on TV, it's like, damn, what the hell is going on? Like I said, I was just working a job. I was just clocking in. And now like I'm in commercials, music, like a whole bunch like other possible endorsements coming up. Like it's, you know, it's all a blessing, bro. Shout out to God.
How do you stay humble through all this too, man?
I feel like I've just always had that heart. You know, I've always, even dead broke, I was just like, I give you the shirt off my back. Shout out to my pops. That's how I was raised, you know. I'm a big believer in, you know, God will give you some after you work so hard for it, and like it'll take you years to acquire this blessing. He finally hands it on you, but he can still also take it away in a blink of an eye. So like, you know, I try to move like that every day. And like I said, like me and one of my partners was homeless, like sleeping in his car for months, like 3 months, the whole summer. And like my whole mindset was, damn, bro, over there sleeping on the park bench. Like, it's somebody out here that got it worse than me at all times. And so like, now that I'm blessed with this position, you know, I try to, you know, remember where we came from and, you know, the positions we was just in. So yeah, that's all it is. But I know where I come from.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I know where the hell I come from. And shit, I won't forget it, and these motherfuckers around me ain't gonna let me forget it. So, shout out to God. That's all it come back to. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, amen, for real. And when you look back on those days, man, like how proud of yourself are you, you know, for how far you've been able to come in life so far?
I mean, I try not to be too proud, you know, like to an extent, I definitely am. And you know, cause like I know, if don't nobody else know, I know the work that it took to get right here. But like, you know, I'm just happy to be here. At the end of the day, I'm just happy to be here. That's really, I know pride's a motherfucker. And so, you know, I try to put that shit to the side. I just look at it as like, every day we still got work to do. Yeah, we made it from here, but like I said, it's easy as hell to go back. And that's one thing I refuse to do. So we got a lot of work to do. I ain't got time to be too proud.
Yeah, it's like you got to keep that hunger, man.
I ain't got time, bro. Like I just told you, I know where I come from. And I know how easy it is to go back. I can't do it.
Yeah. And Pork Chop Sammich, this challenge, you've been posting all these verses you've been getting, man.
Folks been going crazy, bro. So y'all folks can really rap now. Some folks been going crazy.
Has there been one that really stuck out to you? Like, dang.
It's a couple of them. It's the one guy, damn, where he was from, the guy that was throwing the football, the Philly. The one that was talking about Tom Brady, the white dude, he was tough. OK Gringo, the white dude, he was tough. The girl from LA, she was hard. Blossom Van Gogh, she from my hometown. She snapped. It's a couple that's hard.
And the winner gets a verse from you, is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm trying to bring somebody to Atlanta and like let's really get in the studio and like do a whole session together and like vibe, like really make a song.
That's gonna be hard right there.
Nah, for sure. Yeah. I'm a big believer in too, like I try to do it for my hometown, but like I also know how it feels being a small artist. So like I feel like it's my responsibility to, like, you know, now that I've been blessed with this position, to turn around and try to, you know, grab somebody else's hand and be like, come on. Like, that's what I try to do with the bros, and like, that's what I want to do on like a global level if possible.
And what's the music scene like back at home?
Shit, it's talent everywhere. It's talent everywhere. Like, I know I got several rap. Raise your hand if you rap. How many of y'all rap? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got like 6 on with me, and like 4 or 5 more that's back home that's not here. And then, you know, that don't count all the people that. It's an ass load of talent down there, bro. Like that's why I say we've always had the image like, okay, boom, somebody got to kick the door down, and then we just gonna flood that bitch. And that shit, that's where we at right now. Like the door is on the floor, and so now we're just trying to continue to go through it and go through it as much as possible.
That real shit. And I understand you got a new project on the way, right?
For sure.
Okay.
We're looking to drop in May.
Okay, so real soon.
Yeah, we're looking to drop in May. We're gonna see how it go. We're gonna see how every time I say when I'm gonna drop, my manager sweat a little bit. But
put the pressure on it, right?
Man. But yeah, they know I'm ready. They know I'm ready. If it was up to me, I'd have dropped last week. So but you know, hey, we're gonna keep building suspense. We're gonna keep adding to it. I'm gonna keep giving it to them how we want to give it to them, and then whenever the album comes, just know it's there.
Yeah. What type of vibes have you been cooking up?
Everything, bro. Like I make real music. Like anything you'll hear from me is how I was feeling that day, and you know, or like how I'm feeling about where we at in life right now, and you know, it's I feel like Bro said it the other day. I feel like the album gonna open a lot of eyes, and then that bitch gonna shut a lot of mouths. You know, it's man, for real. And so it's gonna be, you know, that hunger is definitely still there, and I definitely feel like it's gonna be a great point to kind of show everybody like, okay, like he here to stay for a minute.
How do you be dealing with like online haters and trolls and doubters like that, man?
I stay off the internet. I don't really like, she be on my ass about posting, and like I stay off my phone. Anytime you try to call me, my phone's probably dead. They're odds, so they be on my ass about buying a new phone, and like cause like I know one the internet's not real, and like, you know, so like it's so much hate that's coming that's like from fake people or people that don't know you, and it's like, why would I even fill myself with that negativity? And then like two, I also look at that as a point, like, the more that you feed into it, the more that you're gonna get back from it. And like, so like, if I don't put no energy into the negativity, then like, I don't have nothing to worry about.
No, that's real shit. Cause I'm sure out in public you see nothing but love. Like, you
Sure.
probably don't get any type of hate
in person.
in person, you know?
I ain't had one bad comment in person yet. Ain't nobody ran up talking about, fuck Jayy Wick, do you hate what guy? It's been all love everywhere we go. So, you know, that's, you know, cause like we give off nothing but good vibes and respect, and you know, and we just expect the same shit in return.
Mm-hmm. Now, should we expect any features on the tape?
Yeah, it's a couple.
Okay.
It's a couple. I tell you probably the biggest one on there is shout out to Tip.
Okay.
I got my boy T.I. on there. So I'm ready to, once again, I would have dropped that one last week if we could. I'm so ready for that shit to be out. But yeah, I got a couple. There's some big names on there.
Okay.
I got my partner on there. So, you know, shit, it's a lot going on.
And you know, T.I.'s been in his bag lately too, man. So I'm sure you got some prime.
They can't. We got Tip with the haircut and the hat leaning. You know what I'm saying? Like real live. Come on, I got Rubber Band Man on that motherfucker.
There you go.
Real live. I love that. That was probably one of my favorite studio sessions.
For real?
Yeah, that shit was tough. Cause like we wasn't just in there as two artists too. Like it was like really like two people in there. Like just the conversation that he gave to all of us in the game that he was willing to give to everybody, and then the vibes and the studio is fucking crazy. Like it was just a great experience.
Can't wait to hear this shit, man. Hopefully y'all got a video already shot too,
oh,
man.
No, we got to get one. That's why.
We've got to get one, right?
We got to get it. That's one reason it ain't out.
I saw you went back to your old high school and performed at prom, right?
So yeah. They called
What was
me.
that experience like, man?
Humbling. Once again, very humbling. It was crazy to even be back in the building. Like, same building where like you didn't know what the hell you was gonna do with your life and what the hell was finna come up. And like, to be back in there and then see like, they wanted you to be there. Like they paying you to be here. And like, you know, it's one of them things where like, we don't want a lot of money, you know, just give me enough that we can get there and everything be good. And like, it was just really like, a humbling experience to be able to give back to where I came from.
And I'm sure you motivating them too, like, dang,
Nah,
we can come from this small town and make it worldwide with
So
this shit, man.
that's one of my main points.
Yeah.
Like, it's possible, it's definitely possible. Anybody to tell you it's not, they hating. And they just mad at their own life.
Mm-hmm. And now we got Rolling Loud next month too, bro.
That's like what? What we got, Kima? 3 weeks?
Couple weeks?
Shit, all right, watch what I told you now, same 20, 30 people. We're gonna be up, they be like this. I'm talking about, this shit finna be going on.
You ready for this big stage? Like,
yeah.
This is gonna be different, right?
Man, I'm finna touch every square inch of that motherfucker. They finna be like, sit your big ass down. Man, I'm beyond excited, bro. Cause like, I've done shows where there was 5 people in the crowd. You feel me? Like, I've done shows where it's the bartenders, 2 people, my partners in security in that beat. But it's like shit, man. Like we in here, somebody hearing me. So like, you know, to be able to go do something like rolling like one of the biggest music festivals that fucking happens, like crazy, bro, crazy.
I saw Mark Wahlberg show you love, man.
Crazy as fuck, bro. One of them, you know, like I said, you go from watching people on the screen to like them knowing your name and your work is a crazy feeling.
Yeah. If you could go back and give like your 14-year-old self some words of encouragement, what would you say to him?
Just don't fucking quit, boy. Don't give up. This shit is possible. That shit gonna be hard. You're gonna beat yourself the fuck up a lot of days whenever you don't need to. You got to keep going. I'd have been sitting here talking to you 6, 7, 8 years ago if I would have not quit, if I would have took that shit serious, if I would have stopped beating myself up so bad. And it's a lot of people out there who not getting to where they want to go, and the main reason they're not getting there is because of them. You be your biggest fuck up. You got to get out your own damn way. And that's, you know, if I could have figured that shit out at 14, we'd all be beyond rich right now. This shit have been going on, but you know, I'm a big believer in it's God's time too. So you know, but yeah, just man, and don't fucking quit.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to go through them struggles to appreciate everything
For
too
sure.
that you get.
Nah, definitely. I wouldn't want to see what my life would look like if I would have got this blessing before I went through some of the shit that I went through. I wouldn't be this humble. I wouldn't have as much to show for it as I do now. I wouldn't, you know, it'd be a whole lot of different shit. So like, I tell people every day I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change one day. If I had to go back and do it all over again from scratch, from the day that I moved out of my daddy's house, let's do it. Because I know what I got to do to get here. And I know that it's possible.
So looking ahead, what's some new goals you got set for yourself? I'm sure this is changing every month probably as you knock them out, man.
Nah, for sure. I just want to be a more active father, honestly. Like music's cool, bro, but like, I beat myself up about the real shit. I tell people all the time, they see me outside, they be like, oh, Jayy Wick. I be like, bro, like, y'all don't, like, I'm at the gas station, I'm a regular person. Like, I fuck with, like, and then go through, like, real people shit. I worry about real people shit. Like, I want to be better, more strategic financially. I want to be able to put a couple of my people in a certain position by a certain point. You know, 6 months from now, I'd love for Bro to be making his own money off shows, and Bro to be making his own money off DJing the shows, and you know, Bro to have his own line of merch coming out every single. I'd love to have, so you know, for my folks. But like, as far as me, like, I've received my blessing. I'm gonna get paid regardless. I promise you, I'm gonna be straight. My little boy gonna be straight. My manager gonna be straight. That shit is, my baby mama straight. That shit is covered. So like, I just want to be a better person. Honestly, like that's really all that I've been on. I ain't really, like, folk don't even know back home, but like it's a century worth of shit that like motherfuckers is like, but we really on some like we trying to get money. That's all that we worried about right now. Like we all that other shit is irrelevant. My goal is to be paid and to make sure that these motherfuckers is paid and to make sure that whenever I'm not here no more, my little boy is paid. That's my goal.
Nah, I feel that for sure, bro. All right, Wick, any shout outs you want to give before we get you out of here, bro?
Shit, shout out all the bros, man. Y'all folks, shout yourself out here. This is Well Global. I got Speedball Social 48. Shout out my boy IP, got Trey, I got Princess Noonie. I got baby Devo down here. Free Lil D, Long Lil Destiny. Shout out to the label. Shout out guys. Shout out Tina Davis. This shit going on. Shout out my boy Glock. My boy Glock got bad knees. He had to go scratch them. My boy couldn't do it. Come on, man. These the bros, man. The same ones you see me with. Trap, man. Where you at, man? Y'all about there being shy? Man, shout out to y'all folk, bro, for having us. You know, all that. I know it's a billion, trillion, quadrillion dollars worth of names on this motherfucker. You know, this shit priceless. So, you know, I appreciate y'all folks for having us up here. Look, now you come on, come on, man. This, you know, shout out to the family. Shout out to the ones that's on the way. Shout out to the ones that can't be here. Shout out to the ones that's gone, man. Like, ain't shit changed but the date and the fucking weight. That's it. That's all. Paul Gasol, excuse me. Come on. Excuse me.
Good show.
We used to be down by 10. Not check the scope, but I knew I was destined to win. It's a whole bunch of losses I took on the chin. I just had to remember that you had